Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the 5th Dimension SMP realm here on the channel, and today we're going to be working a lot more on the mega base. I seem to have missed out on a very vital part of making our mega base. As you guys can see here, we have the underside of our massive floating island, which is basically going to be the main project for this entire season of the 5th Dimension realm. But if we take a look over here, we can also see that on our other island, it's there's vines. So what we're going to do today is add some vines to the bottom of the mega base here, and not only that, I've also skipped the step where we do the dirt on the floating island, because last episode we actually went here and started filling in the island, and I don't know what came over me. I just started doing it, and we're not actually supposed to be doing that yet. So yeah, we're meant to have a heap of dirt drooping off the edge of the island here, and then also the vines coming off, of course. And then I think the last thing that we probably will end up doing is doing the riverbeds. So as you can see here, we have our rivers, which are outlined, but they are not filled in yet. So we got to get the riverbeds in. But yeah, that is going to be the plan for this video. So I hope you guys enjoy. Make sure to subscribe if you like the video. And another important thing to add is I actually recently got a new mic. So if I do sound slightly different, that is the reason. But I don't think it's actually too different. Just slightly. Oh yeah, and unfortunately I had to add a layer of carpet to the very top of our Parthenon replica here on the medium floating island. As you can see, it's actually on a rounded Y level. Not the carpet, but this is now. And yeah, mobs are spawning up there, I noticed, and it's very surprising that I did not get blown up by a creeper at one point when I went AFK here, but you know, lucky us. So for us to even begin putting the vines on the bottom of our base, and when I say vines, guys, I mean vines that are made out of leaves. So they're not actually vines that you find in Minecraft. They are leaves that we basically use to construct massive cylindrical bits of foliage underneath the mega base. That sounds complicated, but really I'm just going to be creating a massive vine wrapping around the mega base, and hopefully it looks really cool. But before we can even begin on constructing it, guys, we need to get a heap of dark oak leaves, because that is the leaf type that we are using. So I'm just going to quickly grind out as many leaves as I can. I'll probably do a couple shulker boxes at least, because I can expect that being the amount that it takes. So yeah, buckle up, let's get this done, and let's get back to the mega base with our full shulker boxes full of leaves. So now we have our leaves, and now it's time to get working on the vines of our mega base. And this is going to be a massive task, guys, so let's make it a good one. Let's hit time-lapse mode. As you can see, I've already started slightly, just creating a little platform for me to land in. But yeah, I think I'm going to end up using a few shulker boxes of leaves, so we'll have to go and resupply probably halfway through the time-lapse sometimes. That was a super scuffed time-lapse indeed, because guys, it was extremely dark under the floating island, and really I can only see it clearly during nighttime when the sky behind it is really dark and you can actually see it properly. But as you can see here, we got a heap of vines and foliage underneath the floating island. I think this turned out really well. Tell me what you guys think about it in the comments, of course, but I am going to go on and say that this was a success because I like it a lot. I really do. And as you can see here, I did a little bit around the back. Not too much, of course, but yeah, we could continue going over this over and over again, but at that point I feel like it would get a little bit excessive, so I decided to stop there, and I hope that it looks good and is well balanced. I think that looks really good. Anyway, with that done, I want to actually begin the next part of the episode, and that is actually adding in the river and lake beds for the island here. I don't know exactly what I'm doing with the lake still. I was thinking about rising them up and then having like a little bit of a waterfall, but now I'm thinking of just leaving them the way they are, maybe raising them 1 or 2 blocks so we can have the nice flowing effects coming down through the rivers. But other than that, I think, yeah, I reckon I'm just gonna build the riverbeds now. The issue that we're having right now is getting dirt. Can you believe that? We actually don't have enough dirt to even do this. But this is my dirt chest, and there's nothing in it. But if I come up here, I think I've got like a shulker box full of coarse dirt and dirt. That's some dirt in there, but yeah, we have a little bit here. And what I was thinking is doing the same sort of technique with the scroll wheel and placing my dirt as I did for the castle wall. So what it does is it allows it to texture evenly by like scrolling. And yeah, it's just a really simple way of texturizing things. So that's what I'll probably do, mixing up dirt and coarse dirt. And yeah, hopefully that makes the riverbeds look good. And in the end, we'll probably put seagrass on it. So why don't we head over to the main island and let's grab this coarse dirt and get to work. And there we go, guys. Just quickly, I went and filled in the river. And this is basically what I want them to look like in the riverbed for now. I will end up putting cobblestone slabs inside of it to make it look like rocky outcrops, and of course seagrass, and that'll just add extra life to it. But right now it's just a bit of a clean slate, and we're going to really have to get mob proofing this entire top area, because when it turns night, this turns into a massive mob spawner. What I've got into here is a bit where it drops down one block. So how this is going to work, we're going to have it dropping down one block each time, and basically each time like something major in the river happens. So basically that allows us to have that effect of flowing water, I guess. Hopefully it turns out the way that I envision it, but it really should if everything goes to plan. One thing that I really do want to try though is connecting these two rivers up. So I'm going to run the river from this lake over here down here. It's much shorter. And then we'll also connect up this and have it flowing off the edge. I think we could actually almost fill the river up at this episode, because it honestly, yeah, it's almost done. So while I'm filling this up, make sure to like and subscribe, guys, because yeah, we're really trying to grow. And with the river completely filled in with water, I can safely say that this has become a whole lot more complete. Actually, I just noticed this little part here is not filled, and with the river completely filled in with water, I can safely say that this has turned into a lot more progress, I would say. We have got the river fully flowing. In the next episode, I plan on adding slabs of cobblestone to form rocks and also seagrass. So stay tuned for that. This place is going to start looking a whole lot more complete, especially now that we have the vines underneath completed as well. Let's head away from the mega base for now and head to the shopping district, where we actually need to restock a few shops. So yeah, let's do that. So first off, the mining shop here has been making a whole lot more purchases recently, with stone being sold out. Not sold out, sorry. Just a lot more purchase. The coal has actually been depleted massively, so we need to refill that actually. So that's how many stacks? 20 stacks that we need to get? Yeah, 20 stacks. And then we need some more iron if we can muster some redstone. I don't think we actually have this much ore. Let's go grab the stuff, but first let's put these diamonds away in our ender chest. And if you guys are wondering exactly how I have this many diamonds, that's because me and Flames, my brother, made a deal, and basically I'm supplying him with every bit of gold that he needs to build his mega base. As you can see over here, I need to fly there actually. As you can see, he's building a floating island as well. You probably haven't seen this in many episodes, but instead of it being Greek mythology, it's actually Asgard. And if you can remember from Thor, this is like the realm of Asgard, and this is basically going to be the palace. So yeah, there's a lot of gold that's going to go into that, so I need to supply that. And thinking of that, I'm actually not supplying him right now, so I need to go and AFK the zombie penguin farm at some point. And speaking of gold, the gold shop itself has been completely bought out as well, which is worrying and oddly strange, because I think the last time that I looked at this, there wasn't even that many. There was some stacks missing, so someone just paid a whole lot of diamonds for not really that much. I've just taken a look at the chest that comes from our mob farm, and there's a lot of things in here, and I've just been emptying some, and look at how much gunpowder this thing has been making. It's ridiculous. I honestly did not expect it to make that much, but obviously it has been, because yeah, we've been spending quite a lot of time around the base and everything, so I guess it's logical that it's been making that much. But look at all this that we've just been getting from it, just non-stop. It's ridiculous. And here we are, guys, at the server-wide build, and a lot of things have been happening between this video and the last, of course. We have a heap more things going on here. Arrows actually has been continuing building more and more houses. Of course, I've just realized that they are still too tall for the castle. When you look at these, I think that house right there, and even these houses, they're like 13, 14 blocks tall. and then our castle here is 19. So I'm thinking we need to add another 2 blocks of height to the castle, just at least. I'm sure when we do add the towers eventually, that it will look a lot taller, but for now, yeah. Actually, no, you know what? I don't need to. You see, if you haven't been here before, this is the server I build, and basically it's a bunch of other people joining together and helping build just one massive little mini-map, I guess. And, well, we may have clashing styles, but yeah, that at the end of the day, that is going to add the effect of the build. So what I'm going to do now is add the flooring for the castle. So we actually have empty floors in here, and what I want to do is turn them all into stripped oak logs, and basically what that adds is a very nice look to it and just makes it all look a lot better in general, I feel. So why don't we head and do that. Also, I want to start thinking about what I'm going to put inside the castle walls, because I did speak in the last video about doing an interior wall, but I don't really know how to do that, because especially if we do have an interior wall, we're going to make this probably an interior wall, or just have everything smaller. The problem with interior walls is that it makes everything so much smaller, and you can't really make a space without like making it massive and then having like an inside that's not really that big. So yeah, I'm gonna have to think about that, but I'm just gonna go to a random forest and just completely demolish it and hope that I can get a heap of logs from that. So let's do it. Well, I got the stuff, guys, and that is a lot of oak logs. Oh my gosh. That actually just fit perfectly into my inventory. Wow. So what I'm going to plan on doing first is actually doing the throne room first. Actually, no, that sounds like a really bad idea. I probably should try and get the basics down first before I continue. So maybe I'll do like these little cavities. I'm not sure if we're actually going to use them, but I might as well while we have the wood and I'm actually in the mindset. So what I plan to do is just fill in all of these little points, and what these could end up being is rooms and places that people can walk in. Also, I still don't know exactly what we're going to do here. I was thinking about doing some sort of barracks or like living quarters slash kitchen for the royal family and everything. So yeah, it's just going to be, yeah, very basic flooring, really. It's just going to be, how about I do a tester piece, actually. So over here, we're going to have, so what we're going to have is just like wood like this, just in random positions. Like I'll place it down like this at least, and then we strip them, and I think this is going to make a nice effect. That looks actually really good, as you can see. Hopefully that is how it turns out. So I've gotten all the floor in for all these different areas. I actually need to get rid of that one grass block there. Don't know how that got there. So I've got all the floors in for the exterior walls. I don't even know if it's enough room to even have rooms in here. It's really just in case we end up wanting to have something in there. But yeah, the main ones that matter are these 3 different compartments here. So basically what is going to happen, this is the main throne room, I guess you could say. But then you come over here, and this is going to be a keep tower. So it's going to be a massive tower that reaches up into the sky. Hopefully it doesn't look too big. It is quite large, isn't it? This is going to be the barracks slash living quarters for all of the staff that tend the castle. So those are the main areas that we have to fill up with good floor. And I still have plenty of oak logs left, so let's get into a time lapse real quick and let's get that done. And there we go, guys. We have got it completely finished now. The floors are looking really gorgeous, I must say. I am liking the way they're turning out, and I have to put this torches down because we are not protected by mobs here, and it sucks. There are some data packs that we plan on adding later on that stop creepers from blowing up blocks, but they also damage you anyway and still do everything that's bad, except they just don't destroy everything. So that is a very handy data pack that we need to get into the server. But yeah, for now, I think we have done good. I was just looking at the castle here, and I noticed that, well, we haven't actually designed this castle very well. As you can see, this is my first castle, guys, okay? Just don't judge too much, but I have created a little alleyway that comes to the back here, and I'm not sure what we're going to do with this space here. We could turn it into another little housing complex and everything, but I don't know about that either. And I really don't know how to fix this. So tell me in the comments if you're still watching exactly what I need to do here to make this look better. Should I add something behind this, or make this into like a true alleyway with like maybe a garden behind here? That could be pretty cool. Yeah, tell me in the comments. Anyway, there are a lot more things happening here. Actually, I think Flames here. Oh no, Drewby's just checking it out, I think. I think Flames is actually starting up a new house here, build site. So everyone is starting to put in the effort, which is, it's nice. Okay, so I don't know, guys, if we actually did that much this episode, but I think we definitely did get somewhere. We did a lot of progress on the mega base, actually. Those vines took a long time to put in place, and then this, even though we may not have actually done anything of particular interest, we definitely did make a lot of progress on the castle here. These floors are something that have definitely been on my mind for a long time, and now the castle just feels a little bit more finished. That brings us to the end of the episode, as I already said. Next episode, I hope to actually focus on the server-wide build, and as you can see here, guys, it is starting to look a little bit more complete even right now. These houses have really added something to it, and I can't wait to see how this turns out in the long run, because this is a bunch of people who don't actually play Minecraft professionally, just building cool things in survival Minecraft, which I really like. If you guys have watched the end of the video, and you have happened to like my voice, then make sure to subscribe, because clearly you're getting something out of this channel. But we're definitely gaining in subscribers, that's all I know, and we're going to get to 500 very soon. We probably have already reached it by the time I've posted this video. See ya!